when we talk about how important it is for Mardi Gras, for everyone to have a good time, for everyone to have fun. Some things to note as far as when we're talking about safety, we want to make sure that everybody respects the parade route. Make sure you honor the barricades, they're there for a reason. We want to make sure that all of our parade goers understand that they don't need to throw anything at the floats. Enjoy receiving, exactly. But the people on the float don't need to receive anything from exactly. We want to receive smiles and that kind of stuff. So make sure that we honor that. Let's make sure that we travel in packs. Utilize the buddy system so that no one gets lost, especially children. We want to account for our children because they're the priority for us as well. We want them to have a good time and we want them to be safe. So
absolutely. And I think it's also so cool that there's that whole stretch on Clyde Fan, no alcohol, no drugs, making sure that it's a family friendly atmosphere for everyone. So everybody can enjoy the Mardi Gras spirit. That is so unbelievably important. Like you said, guys, you guys are receiving the beads and the moon pies and all those things. No need to throw them back. They've got them there already in their float. So, exactly. Make sure that you guys are out enjoying, staying safe. Thank you, Trooper Thomas. We're going to start over here and start talking to our wonderful Mardi Gras crews. Okay, the King of Centaur. First things first, we're going to go through and ask everybody in here your favorite thing about what you do inside of your crew. So we're going to start with you. What is your favorite thing that you get to do with being the King of Centaur?
Well, I love being on the floats and throwing throws to kids. That is absolutely my favorite thing. I'm not the only one in our float family that's like that, but that really is the key to us. And a lot of us also ride in the Highland Parade because that is a family event. So we're very family, children, have good, clean, fun group of people.
Absolutely. What about the community events that you guys get to do?
Well, I'll tell you what a great experience has been for me. I've gotten to get to meet the royalty and members of the other crews in Northwest Louisiana. It's really amazing how many really outstanding people are in these crews and how oriented they are to community service. I've also gotten to participate with a couple of other crews in some charitable activities. I got to participate with the Crew in Excellence from Natchitoches. They were doing a major coat drive for rural children that were at bus stops and didn't have adequate cold weather clothing. And I got to participate with that king in acquiring, we bought them all at Sam's, put that plug in. They gave us a great deal on them. But to get to do something like that with some other people that you would never have had an opportunity otherwise to meet, that are the same type of people that want to do things for the community, that want to do things for kids. That's just been an incredible experience for me.
Absolutely. And I think one thing that we kind of talked about, but it's really very truthful. Everybody in here will say with the bottom of the heart, community is the biggest thing to these Mardi Gras crews. And that you guys hear from there, they do events all year long. Everybody always does events to make sure the community is heard and felt. Okay, now we're here with the crew of Gemini. Please talk to me about what your favorite thing has been with just joining your crew and doing what you guys do.
It has truly been an honor to serve as this year's captain for Gemini and for our royalty to have this experience. I was able to serve as royalty a couple of years ago to get to understand what they're going through and the excitement of what they do for this community. Obviously, Gemini is the Twin Cities, so for Shreveport and Bossier, and we are just an advocate to bring these two cities together and to promote goodwill and have a better quality of life.
Absolutely. If I could have you describe the crew of Gemini with using maybe a sentence or a word for everybody, what would that be?
It's tradition and experience. Yeah. I think all of these, we have great experiences. We've always enjoyed this year. It'll be nice to take a breather after it, but throughout the entire year, it's truly been an honor to serve our community. We're representing our crews and to the benefit of our community and the families that are here in our Shreveport Bossier area.
Amazing. Okay, I'm going to go down here and ask you guys what your favorite part of the parade is. What is your favorite experience part of the parade?
Well, it's the costumes.
Yes, the costumes.
It's dressing up, yes. and it's people not knowing who you are. They can look you right in the face, and they have no idea who you are.
Absolutely. I love that so much. I love it so much.
I love finding people that I know along the parade route and really just being able to pepper them with whatever they want and just seeing their smiles light up when they catch that fantastic throw that they've been wanting.
That's awesome.
So I said earlier the word experience, but it's the vibe that you have with people that you've never met before, you may have never seen. And for that moment, you're making a connection with them for the whole moment. And that 0.2 seconds with them adds up with everybody else, and that whole experience just turns into a mountain of joy.
I love that. A mountain of joy. That's what I love about the Mardi Gras season. A lot of what I've said, and I kind of love to read it. I probably said this, if I had a dime for every time that I said Mardi Gras is like Christmas time in the area, I might have like 4 or 5 dimes. But like I love to come in. We are now here with the crew of Hebe up in Jefferson. One thing that I'm super excited about is this year I'll be able to come to your guys' parade. So I love to go and experience everybody's parade. And so this year, crew of Jefferson, I will definitely be there. So, but describe to me one more time what it's like for one, what the type of parade atmosphere is like up there, but also what your favorite part about that whole experience is.
Yeah, my favorite part is definitely the pre-parade. Getting geared up for the parade is hard, lots of bickering between crew members, what goes there, but the pre-parade, when you get to relax, listen to music on the parade route, you're there, you're getting to enjoy everything, is definitely my favorite part.
Absolutely. That's such an awesome thing. And what I'm going to come to you with is obviously you guys work so hard, right? It's a year process getting everything together, making sure everything comes together perfectly. What do you think that feeling is going to be when you guys get to experience that firsthand?
A little bit of relief that it's, done and that we got it all and pulled it off. But also joy to see everybody's face and that they experience it. They're all having a great time. All the kids are screaming, yelling. It's just a really joyful, great experience.
Absolutely. Coming down here now with the crew of Highland. Thank you guys for joining us, of course. One thing that I think is so cool and so unique, I love alligators. You guys have the alligators over there.
That's our mascot.
I love the alligators.
That's
I
our
love
mascot,
the alligators.
Marty. Yep.
So what would you say your favorite part about just being a part of the crew of Highland has been?
Fun. It's just fun. Everything about it, as Jack mentioned earlier, it is a community. You get to do so many events with so many of the same people. You build friendships that really last beyond the season because it's kind of a kinship. Nobody really has the schedules and everything that you have unless you're doing it too. And in a shortened season, everything's stacked a little taller. So it makes for a good sense of community, and it's just a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Okay, so I've got to ask. You guys said that you guys throw a whole bunch of different crazy things out on your parade. What has been your favorite thing that you have thrown to somebody before? Has it been like a giant panda to a little girl or a giant alligator to a little girl? What would be your favorite throw that you've thrown out?
I would think guess the huge stuffed animals. The bigger they are, the louder they scream for them. So to get the crowd to really scream for them, to fight for it, is one of my favorite.
That is awesome. What about you?
Stuffed animals, definitely. I love it whenever I throw a stuffed animal to a kid and then they catch it mid-air and then they turn to their parents like, hey, look what I got, look what I got. That just brings me so much joy.
Yeah, last year I went to the Crew of Highland Parade, and I think my favorite thing is I got hit with like 4 hot dogs. That was one of my favorite things. They just
that's the Crew of barbecue.
They literally just handful of hot dogs, and they could see I had the big camera out there, handful of hot dogs, just and it peppered me. I was just but they were all, the thing is, but they were all in wrapping, so I did eat all 4 hot dogs right after. So we're coming back down. Okay. One last thing here. What is your favorite part about the parade? Obviously, the parades around here are so big. There's so many people that come and attend these things. But what is your favorite part about being a part of that?
The children.
Yeah.
The looks on their faces when they catch what we throw, and the parents enjoying the reactions that their children have. Of just getting magical. To be, it is magical to those kids. Mardi Gras is it.
Yeah, I remember as a kid, my mom actually took me, I do not remember which parade, but I remember we were over on, I believe it was Clyde Fant Parkway. I was a young kid. It was super cold outside, but I remember sitting on my dad's shoulders, screaming with all my might, trying to get as many beads as I could, as many toys as I could, anything that I could up there. And so that memory has lasted with me all the way now at 23 years old. And so I can imagine like what the kids out there are experiencing, hopefully a little bit warmer of a day, actually. Hopefully we'll have a little bit of a warmer day. That is actually what I remember. It was so cold that day. I was super, super shivering. Okay. What is your favorite part about being a part of this parade?
Oh, part of the parade, it's just the experience. I think everybody should experience the parade, any parade, at least once, both spectating and riding. You have to experience it both, because once you ride, you're going to be like, oh, I'm hooked. So, but that's what I would say.
Absolutely. It's that experience, right? That you get. That's unlike anything else, obviously. Like Mardi Gras, like I've moved. One thing about me, a little fun fact is that my dad was in the military. So I've lived all over the United States and never have I seen a Mardi Gras, really Mardi Gras at all, but like Mardi Gras the way Shreveport. Out of everything that you have done, any event that you have done, if it's a parade, if it's a community event that you've done with kids, whatever it is, what would be your favorite thing that you've done while being a part of a crew?
Probably the visitations with like the veterans home, the preschools, the nursing homes. And this year, my king and I got to go to Shriners and to be with those kids. There's just nothing like it. That's my favorite part of being royal and in the royalty, and my favorite part of being in our crew is just the outreach. And we all do it.
Absolutely.
It's not just Centaur. We all do it.
Absolutely. And that's why we say whenever we talk about Mardi Gras, when we talk about different things, it is the community. Of course, now we're ending it with Mr. Tubbs himself, the man himself. First of all, I have to thank you for letting us use your store to talk to all of these amazing crews this morning. But I want to hear it from you now, a little bit of history, right? We see all of the different Mardi Gras posters right here behind us, so much history that comes with this. What is the feeling like to know that year in and year out that this is the place that kind of started that?
Well, it's been a blessing to be right across the street from the Bossier Civic Center. It was just an accident. You know, the Chamber of Commerce across the street also came up with the idea of having Mardi Gras in Bossier, Shreveport, and the Civic Center across the street from us. It was where everything started. They had the first balls there. They had the first parades there and everything. So here I was, a little hardware store across the street from all of that. Thousands of people in front of my store. People couldn't get to me because the traffic was not allowed to come down the road. So I looked out there and I said, you know, I got to learn how to sell these people something. So we became the Cajun Gifts and the Mardi Gras store. So we're very proud to have been a part of that. Then we introduced the king cake to the community and everything, and eventually developed our own recipe. So we enjoy being a big part of Shreveport Bossier Mardi Gras. But one thing we want to do, we want to keep it safe.
Absolutely.
We want to support our troopers, our law enforcement, and make sure everybody's behaving out there and doing the right thing.
Absolutely. And that's one thing that we always like to go back and do, whether we were doing that winter weather coverage or we're going into Mardi Gras. We want to always understand that our first responders take so much time to make sure that us in the community are safe. That is obviously your passion, your joy. That is what you guys are out here doing. And so obviously appreciating them and all that they do. Thank you for what you do, Trooper Thomas, of course. One last thing as we kind of wrap things up, as we go through here, how has this store, obviously the evolution going from not having a Mardi Gras to now going into this, but the evolution of just the community that you have seen in the area when it comes to Mardi Gras?
Well, it is fun to be a part of the community, and Mardi Gras brings out the good times. The fact that we are a good hardware store, so when your plumbing breaks or you need a new light switch or you need a part for your lawnmower or need a new lawnmower, we're there for the community also. But nothing lights up the faces of the community more than Mardi Gras and, of course, Tubbs King Cakes.
Absolutely, absolutely. And guys, I know I am going to be bringing some of that Tubbs King Cake into my belly here in the next couple of seconds, actually. So if you guys would excuse me, I hope that you guys enjoyed this KTVS Plus live streaming service. One more time, look at all of these people in the Mardi Gras crews that came out this morning to be a part of this. Thank you guys so much. I couldn't thank you guys enough for being a part of something so special.
Laissez le bon temps rouler.
Yes. And you guys have a happy and healthy rest of your day.